Well, Russ, so far it's been a very good week, I would contend.
Yeah, we asked the lads to back their result up from Saturday, going into a tough game away at Chorley. They certainly did that. Of course, we want to go into every game and win, but with the circumstances, especially in the second half, we're delighted with the point and the performance.
Just going back to Saturday briefly, obviously coming off the back of 3 league defeats, that was a big win.
Yeah, it was. Like I've said before, it doesn't feel like 3 league defeats, always in between all these FA Cup games. But it was vital we put in a good performance first and foremost, which we did that. And it was one of them days that everything we hit went in. So it was a great day for the fans, great day for the club. And then we moved on to Tuesday.
Yeah, that was a great performance for different reasons, really. Obviously, the sending off early in the second half could have sent it the wrong way, really. Yeah,
performance-wise, I don't think we were at our levels. They will probably say the same. It was 2 good, organised teams fighting it out. But going down to 10 men 5 minutes into the second half away at Chorley certainly puts you on the back foot. But we were resolute and we were men. And I think when you take the lead in them situations and then you hold on for the amount of time we had and we're still creating chances, I think that's got to put us in good stead going forward.
As regards to sending off, was it one of those, the second caution sort of gave the referee the opportunity, if you like?
I thought it was really harsh, to be honest. If you're given yellow cards for things like that, there'll be red cards every week. So I told him that after the game, but it was one of them things he probably did put himself in that position. I don't think the ref makes a decision if all the Chorley lads run around him, but I suppose that's part of football, and I was no different as a player. You've got to do everything you can to win a game. It was just disappointing, really, to have a player sent off in 2 really, really soft tackles.
Presumably then, Gerardo Bajrami is available this weekend, but then will serve a 1-match ban, is it?
Yeah, I think that's the ruling. It's a 7 day, so he will miss the next game after this Saturday. So yeah, we're going to this Saturday with him. He's been outstanding for us so far this season, and he's got to serve a 1-match ban now in a couple of days' time.
So then, on to Spennymoor, and well, they're all tough games, aren't they, really? But they're usually a useful side.
They're one of my favourites to go up, to be honest. They played Fold the other day, top of the table clash. Fold come out on top, but they've got some good players. Good manager who's new in, really enthusiastic, but good players for this level. Good budget, and they'll come here looking to win the game. So, like I always say, it's about us. If we're on it, we'll give anyone a match, and we've got to be right on it Saturday.
And obviously, you get the right result against Spennymoor. 7 points from a possible 9 in 8 days, and well, you'd probably taken that.
Yeah, we've got to do it first. But yeah, whoever we play all comes with different hurdles and obstacles, and these are no different Saturday. These are fighting for promotion, and we've got to match them and more to get the points we need on Saturday.
What is it about them that makes them obviously got good players, but aside from that, what is it about them that makes them such a good team?
Consistent over the years. They've been managed well by Jason formerly, and Tommy Miller, who was his assistant, has took right over and stepped right up to the plate. Good experienced players at the levels with Curtis, Chandler, Ramshaw, Taylor, to name a few. Good seasoned pros at the level, and we've got to be ready, and we've got to be at it Saturday. And if we are, I'm very confident we can do what we have been doing to teams.
Elliot Bonds, he's come off the bench so far. Yeah. How do you think he's shaped up in the time he's had?
I think he's been great. He's just come at a time where we've gone unbeaten in 3 games and we've done well. But he's been great around the group, and he's got to add a lot of experience and steel to the midfield, and he's someone we would definitely need in the short period he's with the club. I've always said, I'm not just going to bring in bodies to make the numbers up. They've got to compete with what we've got, and he's certainly doing that.
You're on the fringes of the playoffs as we speak now. It's that stage of the season now where league tables are starting to take a bit of shape, aren't they, really? Obviously, there's never an unimportant phase of the season, but between now and Christmas, you need to sort of hang on the edge of that group, really.
Yeah, of course. Each game as it comes has always been my motto. We can only get 3 points on Saturday, and we'll fight to get them, and then it goes on to the next game. So, like I said, 10 games in, you kind of have a feel for the league, which we have done. I'm disappointed we haven't amassed more points, but we've come up against some very good teams in a very tricky start. And we've got to make the next 10 games a bit more of a point tally for ourselves, and if we do, we'll be right in and around it. Like you said, we go into the middle of January, which is halfway through the season. We want to be around it, and if we are, we can really kick on.
It's been a feature of the season, slightly unusually. There haven't been that many midweek games.
Yeah.
Has that made a difference to you in terms of training, your training week, that sort of thing?
It doesn't make a difference in terms of your training week. We plan things and prepare 2 weeks in advance. What it does do, it gives you the chance to get bodies back if they're carrying a few niggles. But listen, the season still finishes at the same time, so we've got to be counting the midweek up games soon, and everyone's got to be needed this season.
Yeah, but for some clubs, presumably it has made a difference because traditionally, one third of the games were played by about the end of September, weren't there? If you have a bad start, you're playing a lot of catch-up.
Well, I think the National League have done it in the league above. They're 5 games in front of us already. I know the league's a bit bigger, but yeah, they've got to squeeze them in, and I think we've got a couple of midweek games coming up in November, and over a month's period, you are amassing a lot of points or losing a lot of points. So, like you said, you've got to keep ticking over, and that's why the point on Chorley backed up the 3 points on Saturday.
Squad news for the weekend, how are you looking?
Oh, we caught me off guard. I think we're looking all right. It's as every club going into 2 games, going into the 3rd game in 7 days. You got to carry niggles. But this is why we brought the bodies in. We're fortunate enough to bring Nick Clayton-Phillips and Elliot Bonds in, and they're all got a feature in the next couple of weeks.